Photoelicitation is a method of interview in visual sociology that uses visual images to elicit comments. The types of images used include photographs, video, paintings, cartoons, graffiti, and advertising, among others. Either the interviewer or the subject may provide the images. The main purpose of photoelicitation interviewing is to record how subjects respond to the images, attributing their social and personal meanings and values. The meanings and emotions elicited may differ from or supplement those obtained through verbal inquiry. Regions of the brain that process visual information are evolutionarily and developmentally older than the parts that process verbal information. Visual images can evoke emphatic understanding of how other people experience their world. Photoelicitation has been used successfully in a range of studies and is common in participatory research with young children and marginalized communities. Photoelicitation is unique to the interviewer as well as to the subject. When a photograph is taken, it has meaning to the interviewer, formed in part by the context of the image. To another interviewer, the same photograph may illustrate a similar concept, but two interviewers will never have exactly the same initial reaction to any image. This is an ideal method of qualitative research for those who are naturally visual learners. Also, our brain processes visuals differently from verbal communication. Therefore, photographs may also help to alleviate certain social anxieties that arise when discussing difficult emotional subjects, such as illness, death, poverty, etc. Many still question photoelicitation as a research method, claiming the photographs taken during social experiments to be better known as art than as research. But there are certain subsets of data that can be produced when the interviewer and subject collaborate to create an image that are hard to capture by other traditional means of data gathering. Without these subsets, sometimes even the most important conclusions of research are empty when it comes to human emotion and expression.
The activities we do support kids in creating and forming a STEM identity because it gives them early and easy exposure to STEM careers. A lot of times kids are introduced to a scientist, and that's a wonderful way to connect children to a STEM career, but sometimes they don't identify with that one person. Either that person doesn't look like them or that's not a career that interests them. So our activities are designed to be small ways to get kids thinking about STEM more consistently.
What is science?
Well, it's when people study various things, like they could study nature, or they could study architecture, they could try to find facts about that and gather as much information as they can. I think science is kind of a way to learn more about things. You could go out and make observations about nature, or you could go study chemistry.
Well, I think in terms of developing a STEM identity, we've all learned that children make their minds up about who they are and what they're going to be. Much of that's decided by the time they enter 5th grade. So when we're working with youth, it's really important to provide them engaging activities that can challenge them, but they can also feel some success and realize that I can do this and I like to do this. Describe for us, what do you notice about that photo? What is that photo about?
Well, it looks like they're building a house of some sort. They're like building support beams or something under it, like if it's located near the ocean.
But the idea of the photoelicitation activity is just to get them thinking about where STEM occurs, what STEM looks like in a daily activity, and then to realize that STEM changes, STEM careers have changed, science and technology have evolved, and it certainly is not done. Kids still have the opportunity to influence ideas and still have the opportunity to change and improve.
I am curious to know, if you look at your pictures, can you find something related to engineering?
There's a whole variety of questions you can ask, but really you want to know your crowd and just get them to start talking about the picture and how it relates to science, technology, engineering, and math. The more often kids have the opportunity to talk about STEM careers, the more they understand how vast they are, how many opportunities there are, and what they entail. And what's really awesome is if you give them the opportunity to say, hey, when I'm a STEM professional, I can influence this or I can change this photo. And then they start to envision themselves in a future career as a STEM professional, as opposed to that's something that happens separate from me.